Hello, my beautiful star seeds. Hello to the beautiful world of Sara's AstroTarot. This is Sara, and I extend a very, very warm welcome to all the beautiful viewers and the listeners. This entire content shall be from the heart, and I'm sure it's going to reach to the heart. And today, I'm introducing our first video, which we shot while I was attending a very wonderful client. And I'm speaking about the topic or the lovely nakshatra, which is the first nakshatra in the zodiac, which is Ashwini Nakshatra, which happens in the first zodiac sign, Aries. So this is a little introductory video wherein I'm extending a very warm welcome to all the lovely viewers. And this day is so auspicious. It's the day of Maha Shivratri. And there's my ode and my tribute and my entire being as an astrologer is because of the blessings of Mahadev and Mahakali. And I dedicate this whole series, anything that I do, to my wonderful queen, my beautiful mother, Mrs. Teji, and to my lovely soulmate, RJ, Mr. Raj. And I dedicate it to my Bari Mama. She lives in Chandigarh. And to my lovely sister. She's a great astrologer. Her name is Rasika. My lovely brother-in-law, Mr. Ajay. My beautiful niece, Shivaya. And of course, thank you so much to be a part of my lovely journey and my discoverings. So here's just a little thing which I want to speak about Maha Shivratri, it being such a powerful and such a special day. It's believed that Lord Shiva saves the world from mass destruction, mass darkness, and ignorance. This day comes across as the Jyoti Swarup. Jyoti Swarup, the luminous shivling, appears suddenly when there's a heated argument which is happening between Lord Brahma and Lord Vishnu. And this day also marks the wedding of Mahadev with Mahakali, or Lord Shiva marrying his beautiful consort, Ma Parvati. It shows the convergence of the yin and the yang energy, the male and the female energy, or the dark and the light. And on this auspicious and this powerful day of Maha Shivratri, Lord Shiva also saves the universe. How? When there was cosmic churning or the Samudra Manthan was happening, there was lots of wish or venom which came out while the churning was happening. And Mahadev holds all this venom in his kantha or his throat. Thus Mahadev is also called as the Nilkantha. So to save the world from mass destruction again, here comes Lord Shiva. And the day also marks as Maha Shivratri. Also on the day of Maha Shivratri, we happen to see or experience in energy the beautiful dance form of Mahadev as Nataraja. He does the cosmic dance. And Shiva also means that which is not in physical existence. And it speaks about nothingness, that which is timeless, that which has no beginning and has no end. It's the most powerful energy and it's capable of mass destruction. In order for beautiful, meaningful, new things to happen, the old must be shed and must be done away with. Now, that dark energy, that's something which is not physical, has striking similarity to that of Shiva. Does it ring some bells? And in Rig Veda, chapter 10.90.3, it's spoken that all which is born is 1/4, and the other 3/4 cannot be born, it cannot die. And in Rig Veda 10.90.4, of which is spoken that of him which is beyond, 3/4 of him is beyond, and only 1/4 of him is born again and again. That 3/4 of the universe is the dark energy, and this dark energy is eternal, and the rest is just a physical manifestation, which is cyclic in nature. Cyclic as in it's emerging out and then merging back to its vast, static, unmanifested nothingness. And we can remember the law of thermodynamics from what I just spoke. And then the 3/4 of this unmanifested, uncyclic, static energy, or the static dimension of the universe, refers to as Lord Shiva. And this in the modern sciences is also called as the dark energy. And the rest of the 1/4 energy is called Shakti. She's the white energy, and she's Ma Parvati. And Shiva Lingam is the physical manifestation of the emblem of Shiva. It's the ellipsoid, which represents the unlimited power and the doorway to Shiva. And sometimes it's easy to tell time, or telling time is easy. But what's not easy is what time tells us. So in our channel, this is a sincere endeavor to decode the coded and to know what is the astral, what is the unspoken, and what is the unseen, and what is the unheard. This is the endeavor from our side to get it across to you in a very simplistic and in a very energizing and in a very emotion-filled, love-filled way. So happy viewing, and now without further ado, let's start with the Ashwini Nakshatra, and lots of love, and I hope to see you soon. Maha Shivratri, greetings. So, Om Namah Shivaya, Colonel. We're going to start your Nakshatra session, and this primarily we're going to speak about your Mahadasha, which is your Rahu Mahadasha. Okay. And as you know that your Rahu is in your 6th house, okay, in the sign of Aries. And Aries ruler is Mars. Your Mars goes and sits in your 12th house along with Ketu. Okay. And 12th house's dispositor is Libra. There is this 7 number, it's Libra. It's ruled by Venus. Okay. And again, if you have to see which is the planet which controls Libra, it's Venus. And your Venus comes and sits in your 10th house in a retrograde position. Okay. We discussed it earlier that the planet Venus is retrograde. Okay. But your Mars is direct, and Ketu in any case I told you is retrograde. In routine, all the planets are progressive, they move ahead. But Rahu and Ketu, since they are the north node and the south node of the moon, they move backwards because the shadow is always cast behind you. Yeah? So this is your chart, lovely chart of yours. And Rahu is in the sign of Aries in Ashwini Nakshatra. Right? So Aries is 30-degree long. The zodiac belt is 30-degree long. And in this 13-degree 20 minutes is held by the first constellation or the first nakshatra, which is called Ashwini. Okay. It follows with Bharini and Kritika, okay, further on the other 2 nakshatras. But 13-degree 20 minutes is dedicated to Ashwini constellation. Okay. Right? And in symbology, Ashwini is the horse's head. Okay. Right? And Ashwini is a Laghu or a Shipra Nakshatra. Laghu means lightning. Okay. Light. And Shipra is speed. Okay. And as you know, the horse is such a beautiful animal. It has great speed and great swiftness, and it has this lightning speed. Okay. You know that in olden times, whenever the king had to send messages, the messenger would sit on the horse. Okay. And the horses were specially used by the commander-in-chief, like you are, the Senapati, or by the doctors, the medical practitioners, or by the messengers. So and in fact the king never used to exactly fight the war. He used to be on the elephant, somewhere in the middle, very well protected. But the fighting used to be done by the commander-in-chief, isn't it?
Yes.
They used to be ahead on the horse, and rest you see all the soldiers, they were on foot. Whenever we see Mahabharata, the mythological warfare, we always see this phenomena.
Yes.
So this also speaks about the power and the authoritativeness and the leadership qualities of Ashwini, of this nakshatra, which is you. Because this is the nakshatra which is going to rule you for 18 years. Because your Rahu Mahadasha is active and embracing you for a good 18 years. In Vimshotri Dasha, that's the time period assigned to Rahu. This is not a...
Is this a good thing or a...
Well, in life, there's nothing good or bad. Everything is beautiful, everything is good. And when you don't feel good, it becomes bad. So if you keep feeling good about everything, everything is very good. But then, what they say na ki barbadi ke veerane kahan jate. So if you're just thinking about the good, where is the bad going to go? So negative is also important, because they say to have the beautiful photo, you need negative. Then it's getting washed, and then the final print comes in a positive way. So the white, the black, the dark, the day, life is beautiful this way. So let's not delete the pain. It's required for our evolution. It just makes us better people. Isn't it? And even when you're an empath, if you've not gone through the suffering or the pain, then it's not going to make you a finer person. To understand the finer things of life, let's welcome the 6th house. Your Rahu is in 6th house. It's a dusht house, dushtana house. It's an evil house, it's a feared house. But it's got its own positives as well, because this is the house of competition. So the more competition in life, there is this more propensity, and there is this more urge, and there is this more, more opportunity you get to rise. So 6th house is a very powerful house. It speaks about competition, and it speaks about your debt, loan, disease, and your enemies primarily. And also military services are also seen from the 6th house. You know, when you do compactive services, something with compact, because in competition you have to be compactive. Even if you're not doing a physical warfare, it's still you at war. So this is, you can say, that battlefield where you go and do your best performance.
So in a way, everybody has to go through 6th house in some part of the life?
6th house is active every day. 6th house, all the houses, you know, you're born, your ascendant is Scorpio, and which means on the eastern horizon, the zodiac which appeared when you were actually born was Scorpio. So when you were born, all the houses are active. If you were not there, there are no houses. So when you are there, all the houses are active. And all the houses are active.
It's only placement of Rahu in 6th.
Now we're predominantly speaking about Rahu. We're speaking about Ashwini. And Rahu has got aspects as well. It's got where it sits, it's going to give you results of that house. It's going to give you results of your 10th house by its 5th aspect. You know, the aspect is the drishti, like the vision. You see me, I see you. These are aspects. And you see me, but I look there. This is another aspect. That you can look at me, but I can't look at you, but I can look at this one. So these are aspects. So the planet also looks. And wherever it looks, it influences. So it sees your 10th house with its 5th aspect, and with its 9th aspect, it sees your 2nd house. where your moon sits in Sagittarius.
Okay.
So now we'll study about Ashwini so that you understand predominantly what kind of influences do you specifically feel in these 18 years of span.